Mr. Toe-It-All, well, you think you toe it all, but you don't toe a thing at all, ain't it? Ain't it something, y'all, when somebody tells you something about you?
Is this
think
a real
that
song?
They toe you, know that you do, that you take it down, another pill to swallow. It's Mr. Know-It-All by Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, but you changed it to toe.
I did it to toe because I felt it was fitting with the episode.
Oh, toes. Yes, it is.
Toes. I don't have socks on. Neither of us do.
We don't have socks on.
Should we show our feet? No. In solidarity with Jesse.
I like your swoopy hair.
Oh, thank you.
Did you just blow dry it?
No, I just washed it a little bit ago.
And it dries like that? Or
It
you just
did
brush
today.
it into... Okay.
I brushed it and then it dried.
It's like a perfect swoop.
Oh my gosh, thank you. I've also been using a new shampoo. Mm-hmm. Sacred, Beyonce's line.
All right.
Hydrating shampoo.
Go off.
It's great.
Yes.
We love it.
I love a good shampoo.
Thank you. Yeah, I took a quick shower because I went for a walk in my lunch break today. And I broke a sweat.
It's hot as hell.
It's so hot.
It's so hot outside. It's finally summer in Florida.
It is. I wasn't
We're a couple months
expecting
late.
it because, like, I don't know. It's day 3 of close, which is a slower day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, my other friend that lives here was like, we should go for a walk or whatever because she sometimes walks. And she's like, okay. And so we did. We went past the trail to the dead end that's over there. I didn't know it was 4 miles there and back.
4 miles?
We walked for an hour and a half.
Oh, no wonder you were hot.
The back
high
of my
was
neck
91 today.
It's sunburnt. I don't know if y'all can tell. I think you can. The
Oh, you didn't put
YouTubers.
any sunscreen on?
I didn't know I needed to on my neck.
Oh.
I did my face, even though I missed a small spot here, but I always miss that spot. But
Damn. So you usually don't put sunscreen on your neck?
No, just because I mean I do if I'm at like the beach or anything, but I don't think about it when I'm walking, even though I should, because my neck isn't covered.
Yeah, did you know it was gonna be an hour and a half?
No, and I didn't know that it was gonna be that hot.
Damn, she set you up.
She did.
We gotta ask more questions.
We
Hey, do you want to
do.
go on a walk? Y'all didn't go on a walk. Y'all went on a
hike.
A hike, basically.
My body's exhausted too. It
An
got
hour
to
and
a
half
point.
walk? That's a long
My
walk.
thighs were tight. I was thirsty. Too much was
He was
happening.
thirsty.
I didn't bring a water because I thought I drank and I didn't.
Well, because you didn't know you were going to be outside in the heat for an hour and a half.
I didn't know it was that hot, and I didn't know we were walking. So
funny.
now I know sunscreen on the neck, water,
And maybe
And-
less of a walk down. Can y'all walk for 30 minutes?
maybe
20?
There got to a point because I was looking. I was like, "Oh my gosh, nature! I haven't been outside in so long. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at these houses. Some of these are so cute. These townhomes along our community."
It's a nice neighborhood.
It did get to a point where I was like, okay, well, these houses are, it's not, there was a lot of coastal beachy, but on a budget.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
Not you reviewing the houses.
I was like, I don't like this color.
You're like, not a clothing review today, but a house review.
I like this stone.
It's giving at home. It's giving Amazon.
It's giving-
It's not giving rooms to go, yard to go.
No, it's not giving CB2. But
That's funny, Rid.
yeah, it was a good time though. I'm glad I did it. I want to walk more.
That kind of happened to me last week. My coworker was like, let's walk. And I was like, okay. And we walked for 20 minutes, like during work. And I was like, oh, I thought we would just do a small little, I'm cool with 20 minutes, but
Yeah.
sometimes you got to define what a walk is.
You gotta.
How long is the walk?
You gotta define what the walk is, the parameters, everything like that. Because a walk is not always a walk.
A walk is not always a walk.
But regardless,
But I'm
it was
glad you
good.
walked.
Thank you, Maggie.
How many times can we say walk during
Walk.
this intro?
Walk on by, walk away.
Well,
walk,
I almost
walk.
walked to the gym today. I contemplated it for a second because my car decided to.
Oh yeah, your car had some issues today.
So the gag is, I just paid it off in October, and I want to say since I paid this thing off, I've been having car troubles, and I'm like, Sebastian, that's my car's name. Sebastian.
Oh, I didn't know.
Why are you getting sick and acting up now?
That's crazy.
Now that you're mine, you want to act a fool? You're not in the bank's name anymore? You upset about it? So on Wednesday morning, I was driving to work. I actually noticed it on Tuesday. My car like wasn't accelerating quickly. It was accelerating really slowly.
Okay.
I was like, okay, maybe it's normal. On Wednesday morning, I drive down the road for like 5 minutes, and then it's like shaking violently.
Not shaking.
Shaking violently. And I was like, oh, this ain't normal. And then it was slowing down. If I went above 40, it would shake like really bad. So I pull over, and I'm like, shoot, let me just go to the mechanic because it was down the road.
That's scary. Car troubles. Ugh.
They fixed it. Thankfully, I had to pay a decent amount, but it's fixed now. But I had to replace my spark plugs. There was some engine tube that needed replacing, and then like all of the fluids needed upgrading. Sebastian doesn't like me, I guess.
Sebastian said, fuck off.
Maybe because I haven't spoken to him and like called him by his name or told him I appreciated him. Like maybe.
I think that is it.
I swear, I feel like once you own the car, the bank comes around and they're like, yeah, this is what it looks like, and they fuck with it. Like,
Probably.
Open the hood real quick, and they be doing shit.
Put some sugar in the gas
Right.
tank.
Empty your tires.
Put some pins in the tires.
Unscrew her tire for an hour, come back, screw back. Like, I promise.
I wouldn't be surprised because everything's a scam. Toyota always tries to get me to buy a new car, and I don't even have my car paid off.
No, Brandon, literally so I bought my car from Toyota, and the first time I went for an oil change, they wanted to buy it. And I was like, I just got this. Like, I literally, and he was like, did you know I had an accident? And I was like, no. He's pulling up the Carfax, and I'm like, cool.
You know, we got a bunch of new used rentals and cars here in the lot if you want to look at them.
No, and
There's
those people,
touch screens.
they harass you. Because I remember one day I really struggled saying no back then. And one day I ended up driving to work in a new one. They were like, just take it, and then bring it back. And all this stuff, like, because I dropped my car off before work. Yeah. And they're like, you want to test drive a new one? Here. I'm like, I really didn't want to. But yeah, I don't go to that dealership anymore.
No, I need to stop. Last time I went, this guy wouldn't stop, and I literally looked at him like, I said no.
Yeah.
And they still kept going. I was just like, okay.
No, they harass you.
It's too much.
Too much.
We don't need this. I'm not trying to get a new car and go through all that, okay?
Yeah. Not in this economy.
Right. In
Keep
Trump's
what you can.
America, I'm
if your
keeping
car
what I
works,
have.
drive it. Yeah.
Right.
Until they start giving out, I was going to say maybe at one point they'll give out Teslas for free because they're not worth so much anymore. But
I would never.
A lot of people have EVs now. Because
Victoria
has a Ford.
Yes, like a Mustang.
Yeah, so it's not even unique anymore. Like,
it's not even different.
It's not even unique. Glad your stock's in the shitter right now.
Yeah, Elon, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So, Brandon, I have a question for you.
Oh, gosh, what?
So, I've been thinking about my life.
Oh.
Room for improvement.
Oh.
And I was like, how do people rest? Like, what do you do to rest?
To rest?
Yeah,
okay.
like, what is your, not system, but like, what is restful for Brandon? And then, like, how often do you do it? Because I've been racking my brain with this question since I graduated. Like, I need to learn how to rest, and I just don't know how.
Okay, to rest.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Or, like, rejuvenate yourself.
Okay, like recalibrate. Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
Obviously, sleep.
Sleep is a good one. Just sometimes, like, I feel myself most rejuvenated and recalibrated at night, which I almost was before you got here. I'm like in my bed laying down. I'm like, I gotta get up now.
Gotta go to work.
Gotta go to work.
Clock in.
But I'm like, it's all good. It's Maggie. But usually it's at night in the bed with a cup of coffee and just something on the TV. And to me, that is rest.
And it's like a daily thing.
Yeah.
I love that.
In the morning, the coffee. And I think that would be, because I'm not a napper. I try to be, but I'm not. But I would say that
I like
is
that.
my rest. You're trying to find rest, Maggie?
Yeah, man. I was like, I have this list of things that have been stressing me out lately. And I was like, I don't think it's the list. I think it's because I never have personal downtime. So I'm just perpetually feeling overwhelmed, but I never have any downtime.
Okay.
There was a 2-week period a couple months ago where I was determined to meditate every day, and I meditated most days, not every single day. And I felt a difference then.
Okay.
Like, people were acting crazy in front of me, and I was just like, I wasn't reacting. I was very level-headed. So I want to try to go back to that. And then maybe like a book. Like, I bought that book, and I'm like on page 8. It's pathetic.
Oh,
the new Hunger Games
Hunger
book.
Games. Page 8. That's still something.
Yeah, at least I opened it.
You did open it.
I opened it.
But I saw a TikTok. I want to go back to it because this girl, she reads like every day, and she started to talk about some theory that she follows where it's like you set a realistic goal every day for your reading, whether it's a page, a sentence, this.
Oh.
And I'm like, interesting.
I like that.
I'll send it because I liked it so I could go back to it.
Yeah. I also think if I get on a sleep schedule, that will also help regulate my life.
Yes. I think too. I'm trying to think because there's like maybe a planning of some sort to get certain things out of the way, or like take stock of, because I know you add things to your list, but what do you really need to do?
Right. I always do the stuff I have to do, and then I go to sleep. It's like do all the things, hurry up, and then exhausted we fall in bed and go to bed. And I haven't been sleeping well either. So yeah, I wanted to start using my phone's calendar to like plug things in, like record.
I want to be a calendar girl
dishes.
so bad, but I always forget, and then I'm just like, no.
I'm scared that if I start doing it and I miss the thing, I just won't add it again. Like, so didn't sweep today. You know what I mean? Or like,
won't do it now. Okay.
Instead of moving it around, I want an easy. I feel like I don't like the iPhone calendar. I kind of want
too confusing.
I want an easier one that you could like just like slide things back and forth and into place, you know?
Yeah. What is on your list for tomorrow?
Okay. Because I started to use Microsoft To Do close.
Okay.
So Microsoft To Do, I wrote it down. Let's see. So I need to fold clothes.
Okay.
I found a part-time job I want to apply for.
Ooh.
I need to make videos, but that's today.
It better be for the podcast. I'm just kidding.
I need to sweep. I need to wash dishes. I have 0.75 hours of work to make up.
Oh yeah.
Those are the things I have. I did this. Those are the things I have to do tomorrow. I do want to call the foot doctor again.
Oh yes.
Go talk to the first one I spoke to. And I need a new eye doctor.
Okay. All right. So
I just listed off like 10 things.
So do you have a designated cleaning day?
No. So I saw this thing on TikTok, and it was like, okay, it was a lot, but the gist was like, do a little bit every day almost, but the daily was mostly around dishes. Okay. It was like load, unload. 10 minutes before work, load the dishwasher. 10 minutes before work, unload the dishwasher, like the next day.
Okay.
And then it had like other things. It was like quick clean the shower, 20 minutes. Quick sweep, 20 minutes, which is easy in an apartment. Like I could do that quick.
Yeah.
But I typically will just pick a place in the house. Last week I thought about it. I was like, okay, maybe I just need to do one part per week, a deep clean. So bathroom, living room, which includes mopping. Okay. Maybe it was just those. I only had. Oh, and then bedroom, like tidy up, dust. Yeah. But the one that I saw on hers was like a little bit every day, which I think could help.
It sounds like it's stressing you out more.
I'm so Brandon, I'm so overwhelmed. I could cry right now. Like I'm so overwhelmed all the fucking time. this weekend I was supposed to go away with Diva. My chest was hurting. Just thinking about it. Like,
Okay.
I can't go nowhere. You can see all the things I gotta do. And you want to go for the whole weekend? When she told me she can't go anymore, I was so relieved.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Can't even have fun anymore. It's so sad. I'm so pathetic. And I literally have nothing going on that is that deep, you know? I don't have babies. Can you imagine me with a child? I'd be this.
You'd be a good mom. You're very caring and nurturing.
I could, but I'm just saying, if I can't manage this.
Okay. Okay, so this is why. Let me talk through my cleaning.
Okay, yes.
And then maybe we can find something.
Your place is always clean. What do you do, Brandon?
You. Well, it's just me. So
that's true. It's easy to clean up.
You reminded me weeks ago. It's just me.
Hey, that's a good thing because you get to clean up your own messes.
No, it is. It is. Okay, so I do dishes pretty much every day.
Okay,
and I hand wash.
Hand wash?
Yeah.
How long does it take?
It depends how many dishes.
So because there's both. Okay, see, this is the thing. Maybe a month ago, somebody was like, you can't warm up black plastic in the microwave. So now I bought a bunch of glass stuff. So now every day, 6 to 8 glass containers are in the sink. Because we meal prep for the day.
Oh, yeah, meal prep for the day.
So I just 8 dishes down. What am I supposed to do? And the lids aren't dishwasher safe, so I gotta do them separate.
Okay.
The food be sticky, so I basically wash it twice and then throw it in. Like, this is too much. Too much.
Okay. So I hand wash every day.
Okay.
And like I don't use the dishwasher. I don't know why. I just feel like, I don't know, it's just better to hand wash, even though it doesn't really matter. But I guess because I don't meal prep, I don't have 8. But I guess, is there a way to okay, anyway, so I do the dishes every day.
That might be a problem that I'm just gonna have to face.
That might just be something. And then as far as my Sundays are usually my cleaning days.
Okay.
So one week I'll vacuum really and then always clean like the kitchen counters. The next week I'll vacuum and mop and do the kitchen counters, and then I'll also vacuum my room. I don't vacuum my room every week because it's carpet, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's my room. I'm really only in there when I sleep, so it's just like whatever. And then every 3 weeks I deep clean the shower. Every 3 weeks, okay. With like the bleach, because it's just me, so it's really not. It doesn't get too dirty. But then I'll clean maybe like around my like bathroom, like the counter and stuff like that, like randomly whenever I notice. I'm like, okay, it needs it. So I think you need a cleaning day. Yeah. And maybe a way to divide it up. So it's good. As far as the meal prepping, can you combine containers to have multiple things?
Not really. They're like, no, they're small. Okay. They're small. So thankfully cleaning them is not that deep. They're not huge. It's just like the grime a little bit. Like you got to put a little elbow grease, but it's not that bad.
You just need to, okay. And then, so what would you say a typical day for Maggie is? Like, when do you start and then get off work?
Oh, gosh. It changes every day. Like, last night I couldn't sleep, so today I didn't start work until 9:30. Okay. Tonight, if I go to sleep on time, I'll probably start work at 7:30. Maybe I'll wake up 30 minutes before that. Okay. 7:30, 8. Okay. And usually it's wake up and go straight to work, which I hate. Yeah. I kind of wish I had like a eat breakfast and enjoy the morning. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. Maybe ask Alexa what the news is of the day.
What's the current event?
Break out the paper over some nice warm tea. Ain't never been done in my house. Only on the weekends.
Okay. So you get off. What's the latest time you get off?
Oh, it's been so bad lately. But usually I'm off by 5.
Okay, by 5. So then you have 5. And then what do you do after?
I'll go to the gym, suffer for an hour and a half. That includes coming home and showering. Okay. So now it's 7.
So it's 7 o'clock. And you have your meal prepped.
Yeah, my meal is prepped, so I get to just eat it. Maybe
Okay.
I'll make a protein shake.
Okay.
And then I'll maybe wash dishes while I watch a show, or maybe I'll make videos, or maybe I still have work to do and I have to go back to my computer. But that's typically how the evening goes.
Okay.
I'm usually doing the dishes throughout the week,
Okay.
but they're probably a big pile by the time I get to them.
So then, what time are you usually done with everything?
I'll go. If I'm determined to finish everything, then maybe I'll be finished by like 10:30, 11.
That's not bad. Not for me, at least. Okay.
Talking it out makes it seem way more simple.
Yeah,
Just
sometimes you gotta talk it out, because sometimes in your head,
it just feels like a lot, but it's probably not that deep.
probably not. And it's just like, with some things, you just gotta think like, okay, this is what I have to get done today.
Yeah.
So then, like, do it and like make time to do it,
Yeah.
and then be like, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
how long's your lunch break? Like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
What do you do on your lunch break?
Lately, I'll just eat
Okay.
and maybe be on TikTok or something. But I want to start walking or sitting on the patio and eating.
Like that one time.
Yeah, I only did it once. Maybe twice. The chairs are sticky. Not sticky. You know, like prickly wood, when you sit on it,
Yeah.
it pulls on your clothes. And I don't know if it's pulling on my clothes. And so I don't want to
You
sit
don't
out.
want to like put yourself in this space.
I don't want to like ruin the fabric of whatever I'm wearing.
No. Okay.
But that's probably something else I'm overthinking.
What do you do on the weekends?
Okay, so the weekend, it depends. There's typically one day that I just won't wake up until noon because I'm
Okay.
so tired. So I'll be either Saturday or Sunday. Like last Saturday, I got up early, went to the gym, and then I went and got my hair. I cleaned the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went and got my hair done. I ate dinner and went to sleep.
Okay.
That was like the whole day. I did wash dishes, I think. So I cleaned a little bit. And then Sunday, I slept in, went to Costco, started meal prepping, and then that didn't end until 11.
Meal prepping takes you a long time.
It does. I think I'm just slow. Because
What are you meal prepping?
it's those crock pot meals. So it'll be like
yeah.
a meal for the week. But usually it involves like you got to clean the protein, and that takes like maybe half an hour depending. And then I'll measure all the ingredients, put it in the pot, and then I'll clean what I just used. Cuz since I just put raw meat in the sink, I got to like do the Clorox and like make sure it's good, and then
Yeah.
I do it twice. I'll do soap after, and then I'll wash the dishes I just used, and usually by then I need to prep whatever is going to go in the crock pot next.
Okay.
Whether it's like pasta or something, it usually requires like either just measuring things out. Maybe I have to like, last week I was grating a lot of cheese and that was going in there, you know? So it's like, it just depends.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll try to like multitask, like maybe while I'm waiting I'll wash another veggie or another fruit that we're eating that week, or I'll boil, like if we're doing hard-boiled eggs for breakfast, I'll boil that and like bake turkey sauce. Like I'll try to multitask while I'm doing the one crock pot meal. I'll like try to do something else.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I think I just need to not do it on Sunday.
Yeah.
I think if I did it on Saturday and had more of a down day on Sunday, it would feel good.
Yes. You could also, or you could even space out the meal prep. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like maybe do the cutting and the cleaning and then save the cooking for later.
That's a good idea.
And then like, you know.
Yeah, like if I did that on Friday and finished it on Saturday, that would be a good balance.
Mm-hmm.
Or like shop on Friday, because shopping on Sunday takes forever. It takes me like
because everyone's shopping on Sunday.
It takes me like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I usually go to 3 stores.
Oh.
So the crock pot meals have been a blessing and a curse because they're fire. Like
Yeah.
the thing about meal prep is I want to prep something I want to eat, and the crock pot meals have been really good, but they take a long time, and then they have all these like different ingredients, so I end up having to go to a couple places. I don't think I'm gonna do one this week. I think I'm gonna keep it simple this week and just do maybe boring stuff and hopefully want to eat it.
I did also, you should utilize the air fryer.
Yeah.
I did chicken tenders raw in the air fryer.
How did it come out?
Good.
Oh wow.
Juicy, cooked. I got a thermometer to check that it was
Yeah.
165.
Ooh.
$9 on Amazon. You just do some olive oil, some seasonings, do it for like it said 375, but I don't know how to do increments of 5 in my air fryer, so I did 380. And it did 10 minutes, and you flip them halfway through.
That's easy.
Very easy.
Yeah.
And then you have chicken tenders. It's lasted me a couple days now. I did it yesterday, and I still got a little bit left.
Did you have to do a couple batches?
I did do 2 because there was kind of a lot in the pack.
Yeah.
So, but I did most of them starting off.
I think I need to just start doing some. I was like thinking about it earlier. Like, I think I need to just start simple things and then see.
Simple things, because you could always make simple things better.
Yeah.
And then maybe add something that's a little different. Maggie's like, I'm going to make a cottage cheese fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and then I'm going to grate this and do this.
And it's good, but it took forever, and then I hate my life after.
And then I hate everything.
This meal is delicious, but I'm still sad.
I'm eating good, but with a tear in my eye.
I definitely overcomplicate things. Like, I got a Costco membership, but I haven't been buying any of their like ready meals because we're like trying to be calorie conscious. But honestly, maybe tomorrow I'll go and just like find some stuff that's like ready to go. And
you get like a rotisserie chicken even.
Yeah, people were buying those.
Mm-hmm. There's ways.
Yeah, I just need to start thinking of simpler things.
Yeah. I did a sweet potato in the air fryer today.
A whole one?
Yeah. I think it was a little too thick though, so some parts were kind of hard, but for the most part it was like good.
Yeah.
So it worked out.
Yeah, I've done sweet potatoes in the oven before too. They're really simple things. Like maybe we could do burrito bowls this week. We can make like Chipotle bowls at home and keep it simple.
Get a little
I like these ideas. See, and the problem is all I do all day is just think and think and think and think and think and think and think.
I get that.
And I never get the thoughts out. Like, I don't call people. You're maybe the first person I've spoken to today.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't talked to anybody.
Maggie, if you need a call to voice something, you can just call me.
But it's just like, it's so out of sight, out of mind, because I'm like, I got, you know that, that is my brain every single day.
And then I got to do this, man. That's in a week. I got to do the same thing.
My friends call me and they're like, do you hate us? And I'm like, no, bitch, I'm overwhelmed.
I'm tired of being tired.
Like, I love you so much. Please help me get out of my head. Like, I just don't know. And if I would just sit down and talk to somebody, I would feel 1,000 times. Like, talking to you and thinking it out makes it seem so simple. I'd just be fretting my little brain away. Like, oh, geez, how will we ever accomplish this? It's going to be another shitty week.
Well,
Gee Willikers.
I just can't believe it.
Except my inner voice is very mean. Like, girl, see, and then that's why we didn't, and that's why, and that, see, and then again.
It's just... It's like that just reminded me of so I finally watched the last season of Insecure. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I took 8,000 years to watch it, but I was just like, I think when it was airing, I was like, I'll watch it when it's all done.
Yeah.
And then I just forgot. And I was like, I'll get to it. And then I didn't. But I finally did last weekend. But when Issa is just like in the mirror and then she's talking to like herself, they're always like talking at her. And she's just in a fight with them. She's like, oh, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I don't like you.
I don't like how you talk to me. No, it's valid.
But you know.
Thank you, Brandon.
Of course.
Thinking it out helps a lot.
Yes.
I'm going to find us a simple calendar. If y'all know a calendar tool that you use that's not like the ordinary iPhone. Honestly, some of these iPhone apps suck.
No.
But if it's not,
a lot of them.
most
not
of
good.
the defaults, trash. Like, what do you mean which email goes to this calendar thing? Like, why do I have to assign it?
Oh, no.
What's the work one? I don't have a work email. Like, anyway.
They do too much. I only like the Notes app.
Yeah.
Because it's just like basic. Mm-hmm. Everything else.
It's the only thing we can rely on.
But for real, everything else, even the clock one, I'm like, shut up.
The alarm?
Yeah, it's just too much.
No, I had to turn it off because I didn't realize it's been ringing like forever. And I'm like, wait, let me just like end this. And it took me a minute to figure out even how to delete it.
Yeah. And then I have like 5 alarms. I need help.
Brandon, show me your alarms. Brandon, oh my
Not
God.
my arm being wrapped.
Brandon.
I'm like wrapping this microphone cord around me.
He's like, Brandon. I wish it told me how many. Scroll.
It's not too many.
Brandon, look at my alarms.
Oh, Maggie, why do you have 15-minute Wait, Maggie.
Y'all, it's from midnight. The cursor is so small, I don't even know.
Maggie, why do you have 15-minute alarm increments for the whole day?
Midnight,
what are you being reminded to do?
1:45, 2:20 a.m. by the way, 2:25,
Why do you-
2:30. I think it's I've set them and never deleted them. So these are alarms from the beginning of whenever.
Time.
Yeah.
I cannot. with you.
And typically when I take a nap, I'll like set a couple.
That's crazy.
I didn't know you're supposed to go in and delete them.
Yeah, I'll like reuse. So I'll just like edit one to be whatever time I need it to actually
Oh, that's
be.
how you do it?
Yeah.
No, I'll just go and be like, okay, it's noon. Let's see. Okay, yep, 12:30.
That's wild.
Look, y'all, I have a 1:15, 1:20, 1:26.
I'm like, Maggie, you're taking this
1:31.
meal prep thing very seriously. She's like, every 15 minutes I need to flip the chicken in the crock pot
And I don't even
add the pasta.
I feel like since I work from home like 3 days a week, I could be using that time like strategically to like bake something, not to prep something, but just to finish something that like, you just need to wait on.
Yeah.
But
There needs to be strategy. You need to treat this life like Big Brother and utilize the time and think.
why did I think about that today? And I was like, see, if I was on Big Brother, I wouldn't have to feed myself. Because it's usually the
Someone
house.
is cooking.
Somebody's cooking.
Someone's
and
usually
somebody's
cooking.
shopping.
You're like,
I'd be
I need to go on Big Brother so I don't have to worry.
about food.
Quite the jump, but I like it.
Not close at all. No, this is my ADHD brain, y'all. It's just all the things.
You know what, Maggie? You'll make it through.
I can call
We
my
need to-
mom.
That helps. Sometimes it adds more stress. Love you,
Like,
Mom.
shit, Brandon, what do you want me to do about it? How can I help you, Brandon?
One time my Jeep broke down at Maggie's old apartment. The battery died.
I was like, call your mom.
And then she's like, I don't fuck Brandon. I don't know.
And I think she was on speaker or something because we all heard it and we were dead. Deceased.
I also want to point
Yvette,
out
you're a legend.
I smell really good today. Side
Ooh.
note, because I if you want it to smell, you don't have to, but like if you wanted to, you could.
You do smell
I
good.
used a new body wash today.
Oh, what's it called?
It's the brand's Cremo. It's at Target usually, but also Amazon. And the flavor.
Wait, Brandon, we can't shop at Target anymore.
It's on Amazon. I now
Oh,
get
okay.
it from Amazon.
Don't even mention the first place.
Used to at Target.
Scrub that
So
from
sorry.
Your information from
I'm
your
so
mind.
sorry. Used to at Target years ago.
Years ago.
It's Amazon, and it's been Amazon for
Amazon
a while
only.
now. So thank you. But
Sorry, had to keep you on track.
thank you. The flavor is what is it? It's like a spiced and black vanilla.
Ooh.
And it has like cardamom and tobacco
That
and
sounds
like
nice.
vanilla. It's good. It's luxury.
That's your self-care too. Mm-hmm. Like the
Skincare is a good one.
Yeah.
Investing in a good skincare, it's a good calming thing at the end of the day.
That sounds nice. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gave me products. I only used them a couple times. I should use them again.
If you need anything, I got the hookup for 50% off.
I'm gonna do this. Give me a month. I'm gonna tackle my mental health self-care. I'm gonna create a routine, and
You
it's gonna
look-
be fire.
Look, you look good. You're like
Thank
glowing
you.
right now. Like
I have been drinking water.
I meant to say I like your hair. You did it differently the
Thank
last
you.
time it was there too. I forgot to say
Yes.
I liked it, but I do like it.
Thanks, Brandon. Thank you. Yes, I found a new person who does my hair super quick,
yeah.
lickety split. And that was a nice self-care. Like I felt good after getting my hair done last week. It did hurt like hell though. I need to start speaking up and be like, oh, that's actually tight. Can't blink. Like I went to wash my face and I like scrunched it and my head hurt.
Oh.
It was tight for like 2-3 days. It's fine though. Thank you, Brandon.
Well, now you know. You're welcome.
Maybe we can play Mario Party this weekend. That might be a nice de-stressor.
We should. I was actually texting Madison about that because she mentioned something she played on the flight because she went to Australia for a wedding.
Oh yeah, is she back?
Yes, and she actually texted about today, but I know we're recording. We're working
today.
So we can't. But we should this weekend at
That'd
some point.
Nice.
It's been a minute. I do think our cameras, is it a little crooked? That's okay if it is, but the one painting looks a little crooked. Look, that's art for you, y'all. It's abstract.
It's abstract.
So if you're looking at the YouTube, just know it was intentional.
Don't look too hard.
And if you do, remember it's my living room, not my basement.
Not the basement, bitch.
But with that being said, should we jump into the episode? Summertime.
Do they have an intro song?
They used to back in the day.
Oh, you did tell me that.
But now they don't. They need to bring it back.
They just start the show.
They do. It's just a wave. I will say, since we just started singing, Jesse Solomon released a new song. He sings. You might not know that about him.
Jesse?
The
Jesse?
He sings.
The Jesse that got his toe sucked, Jesse?
Yes. Last season he did an original song, What Would Jesse Solomon Do? And what would Jesse Solomon do?
Okay, is this like Kim singing? Like
he actually can sing.
Oh.
Is it the best singing in the world? No, but it's decent. And it's like crooner like Michael Bublé.
Oh.
But his song is called Back Pocket, and this is the snippet he posted on Instagram. Just keep me in your back pocket till next time. 'Cause baby, I want you. We could fall in love for a moment, and you don't have to give me your heart.
Okay.
As much as I want to, I can't fall.
That's cool.
Low key, if we didn't watch him on the show, I'd be like, this song's lit. And
No,
he's really meaning what he sings.
He sounds like he's smiling. Doesn't he?
I want you, keep me in your back pocket. But sadly, we do watch him on the show, so we know he's full of shit. And with that being said,
yes, let's get into it.
Maggie, I gotta say, I really enjoyed this episode.
I did as well.
They picked it up.
I want to play kickball.
I do too. We had talked about potentially playing kickball at one point.
We should have a field day.
We should.
We just need to find people to play with us.
We could do Kelsey. I feel like my friends would be down that are also your friends.
Why don't we do, that live in this neighborhood? Or like.
That will soon.
Oh, yes. Please?
Yeah.
I can help you organize it.
Okay, we'll plan this. We'll do this. They'd be down.
We could even invite some F45 people. They might turn up.
We could. Yeah.
We're going to go play kickball one day.
We're going to play kickball. Gotta go. Bye. But,
and with that being said, follow us on Instagram.
Got a blast. But no, this episode was fun. They picked it up since that mid-season trailer. Thank God, because as y'all know, if you've listened this season, it's kind of been a snooze.
That
for
was
us.
last week, right?
Yeah, last week. And so, a lot of revelations, a lot of drama. Who do we want to start with?
The T.
Some returns were made.
Yeah.
Bailee.
Oh, I was gonna call her Brielle. Well, I feel like a lot of them are together. It's really just Lindsay that's separate, and I guess West.
It was.
And Carl.
Okay, let's just try to go chronologically. Let's see if we can recall.
Didn't it start? Oh, they all left.
It starts as they were leaving the place. Paige hates Craig and is just like so over. Like he's just trying to talk to her, and she's just like.
He was like, "Good morning." She's like, "Hi." Yeah, she's over it.
He's like, "Can we get food on the way home?" And she's like, "No, like, can we please just go home?" And he's like, "No, I just want to stop somewhere. Actually, I'll make eggs. Do you want some?" She's like, "No."
No, yeah. It seemed like they got in a fight or something, or maybe she's just upset with him in general.
I think she's just overcome with the ick and the overall feeling of wanting to leave her boyfriend, but not knowing how to.
Such a tough place to be.
Yeah. I
Poor baby.
Right. Everything he does, she's just like, And then when they leave, because Craig gives Jesse a hat, And he's like, Paige will give you another hat or something.
I was like, why?
I get it. Maybe it's like merch for his place. I didn't even pay attention to what the hat was. I could care less. But Paige was like, oh my gosh, is he your highest priority, Jesse? I hope he is.
Saw that.
And I'm like, period.
He's like, Jesse's like, are y'all in a fight right now? She's like, no, I just want everyone to know that my highest priority is Craig.
We don't fight. Apparently, I always make things a joke.
It's like the passive aggressiveness is in the room with us.
It is.
And he's just like, anyway, I'm gonna go make some eggs.
Kyle, you can have my banana bread.
Aren't I the best boyfriend ever?
It's a good loaf.
I hate his voice, Brandon.
No, it's terrible.
It's like a more nasally Tom Sandoval.
No, it's just incredibly, which Tom Sandoval was recently, he was on the Viall Files this week.
I saw
with his girlfriend.
I saw a clip. I don't remember what he was talking about. So
I'll say this, y'all. It was boring. I don't know if him and the girlfriend live in reality. I don't enjoy hearing them talk. I'll say he looks better than he did last time. He looks refreshed.
Oh my God, Brandon! He was trying to say he's never done crack.
Coke.
Isn't that the same thing?
Oh no.
I don't know drugs.
I don't either.
He was trying to say he's never done coke. He's like, ask Jax. It's like, are you sure you want us to ask Jax? Because he didn't tell you the truth. Tom, you've done drugs. You've done coke before. Because he's just alluded to doing drugs.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he hasn't done specifically coke. I mean, look, I don't know. He's been known to lie. And it's just, I guess, because people thought he was on Traders because he was sweating. I don't know.
He was coming down from something.
Yeah, something.
He was having withdrawals. It looked like.
So you never know. But if he says he doesn't, look, yeah. But it's just like I'll just say also the girlfriend, when their story started out with her friend liked him. I was like, I got you. And then it was just like they have a very Pollyanna spin on everything that I'm just like, I don't enjoy this nor believe a word any of you say.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty. And also, are we going to talk about the fact that you made an Instagram story about Tom saying, "Oh, I should have believed everyone. It is always the friends."
Oh, they didn't address it.
Nick didn't. No, because that would go against Nick's narrative about Tom Sandoval changing and everything. But
if you're on Tom Sandoval's side, you're wrong.
You are like, look, enjoy him on the Traders. That's fine. But if you like genuinely like are like, oh yes, I believe.
And he was gaslighting Nick the last time he was on there, talking about, oh no, you didn't text me and I wasn't late. Like he's literally showing you who he is.
He did make me laugh because he called out Nick for pretending to be like Dr. Phil.
I'm dead.
So I was kind of like,
do you feel like he does that?
Yes. So I was like, you know what, Tom? You ate that little bit.
Dr. Phil can kick rocks with no socks too. He's not a great guy either.
No.
Interesting. Anyway.
But anyways, back to the summer.
Craig.
Craig.
It's clear she's not in good terms with Craig.
No. So the ending of the relationship just becomes more and more clear.
I think she said something too about his not just reiterating how much he has not been supportive.
Yeah.
Like she said something like, I'm getting ready to go on tour, or maybe it was a preview of a conversation, but she just feels like he's not really supporting the tour. Yeah,
she made a good point of he's not interested in talking about my career unless it's how it pertains to him and their relationship. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, a valid point, because it is always turned back to the relationship instead of just like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you, this is exciting.
Yeah.
So, but that was pretty much it with them.
I was trying to sit back.
The couch goes back very far.
I was like, oh, that was farther away than I... Okay.
Before that, though, I want to ask, what was Jesse Solomon thinking? Imrul joins them by the pool, and Jesse is just grilling him with questions about who he slept with. And I'm like, sir,
you were there.
If you're trying to hide something, which we know you were...
You're not doing a good job.
Why are you asking so many questions and bringing so much attention to it?
See, I wonder if Jesse saw, like, oh, the cameras were covered up, but they could have maybe had included the audio.
Yeah.
So let's just get out in front of it. But Imrul wasn't helping you out at all for some reason. He would rather talk about it behind your back.
Right. He's like, I don't know why he's grilling me as if he didn't get his toe sucked. And I'm like...
Imrul's like, wait, you want me to say something? Why don't you let me know beforehand? Text me. Shit.
He's like, I'm a little confused. I don't know what the angle is here.
Do you think Jesse wanted him to say something?
No, I just think it was weird. A weird angle to ask Imrul about his night, knowing he did something. It was just like
he was a part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to know, what was your thought behind that?
Yeah, what's your motive here?
Yeah, but they all leave.
Yeah.
And then I think the next thing is Carl's event.
Yeah, Carl is like, I think he's inviting everyone.
Yes, he was inviting everyone before, and he was like, oh, I invited Lindsay because I want her to like go, or everyone to go. And then it's going to be in Jersey. I think before that, though, we get Jesse and Lexi go on a date.
Yes.
And this is where he asks her to be exclusive.
Which is crazy. My guy, you've been turning up all weekend, flirting with different women, including Ciara. Mm-hmm. You got your toe sucked, didn't say nothing, and he's just here like, I'm ready to have the define the relationship chat. Let's be not. I mean, does exclusive mean in a relationship, or it just means we're not talking to other people?
That's what confuses me. I'm like, I don't like this new dating thing. It's just like, are we together or not? Like, I'm not, like, don't do this, like all this, because you're acting like we're together, but then you don't want to give the title because you're trying to get off on a technicality. Mm-hmm. But it's like, you're still acting like it.
It's been like 3 weeks. I feel like this is kind of soon.
It is, and it's just like, I don't know.
It all happened so fast. He already met her parents.
I really like Lexi.
Me too.
She grew on me this episode, and I was just like, I like her and like her point of view. I think she really stands up for herself. Yeah. And she's just very honest.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Me too. So when he was sitting down, wanting to be serious out of the blue, I was just like, that's crazy, because your actions in the last... I want to say that maybe they went out on Monday. Your actions in the last 72 hours contradict what you're saying. Like, because he said something to the effect of, we're not seeing other people, so we might as well be, to the effect of, we might as well be exclusive since we've already been being exclusive. Yeah. And I was like, I guess technically you have,
but his thing was, oh, I know Jesse's, or I know Lexi's the jealous type, so I don't want to bring up the toe thing because I don't want her to feel a type of way. And
I'm like, the toe thing is the least of your worries because
at this point,
you were being super flirtatious with Ciara to the point where other cast members thought, like, are they gonna hook up? Is something gonna happen?
Yeah.
And if Lexi was there, you wouldn't have done all that.
No, and also, sir, you're on a show.
She's gonna see it.
Even if they didn't see anything in the room, they see you walking in. And like, why are you trying to hide this from her? Like, she's going to find out. And then the longer you wait, the more she's gonna be upset about it. Had you maybe been honest up front and owned it, it could have been something actually perceived as funny like worked through. But because you waited.
And honestly, Brandon, how is the toe sucking thing funny?
It's not.
Because, like, Imrul says, we're naked. Jesse enters. Why he would stay? Beyond me. Like, that's a precarious situation to be. Yeah. I wouldn't want anyone on potentially exclusive list becoming exclusive with to be in a room with 2 naked women.
Yeah.
And then one of them sucks your toe while they're naked. Mm-hmm. This just... It's not
funny? Jesse has this tendency to think things are funny when they're not funny.
Like, I get that he was drunk and stuff, but that's wild to even go there. So yeah, for him to be like, yeah, I don't think it's necessary to tell her because it wasn't serious. Like, she's not gonna see.
Right.
Stupid.
But then want to be exclusive so y'all can be together.
I was like, damn, she doesn't know what she's walking into. It's totally unfair to her.
Right. And her whole thing, she's like, the house doesn't know, but my grandma got a double mastectomy, so I wanted to be with the family. But Jesse has been so good and checking in on everything.
I trust him the most.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, God.
Poor baby.
Lexi.
Get out.
Get out.
Yeah.
But then we have Carl's event. What did you think of his event?
Okay, is it juice?
So it's like...
Is it soda?
It's like...
Is it soda juice and sparkling juice?
It's like mocktails.
Carbonated?
So like...
Juice.
Basically. Here's the thing.
Fancy juice.
This was... I'm gonna say good things and then I'll say things. I like the aesthetic.
Of the juice?
Of the pictures.
Oh, the pictures were nice.
And the font.
I was like, what do you mean? The outdoor patio?
The marketing looks nice.
It does look very nice. Yes.
I don't... Okay.
Oh, are we done with the good things?
That's it. Well, my thing, I'm like, okay, mocktails, sure, but why is there then coffee as well? Like, do mocktails and coffee go together?
I guess you gotta get all the beverages.
Is this gonna be like a Starbucks, but with mocktails?
I mean, I get it. There's not a designated juice place. Like,
yeah,
you get
but it doesn't seem. But juice is juice. Like people drink juice. This is like Prosecco. That's not Prosecco, and then it has like a mushroom twist for health benefits.
Oh, it's healthy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be some you can do like add-ons.
Oh, because he said give me one that helps you relax or something. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, coffee doesn't really mix, but I guess it can.
Yeah, so
coffee is soft.
He does have a location, which is good. He made a TikTok crowdfunding and the top comment was, you've been on TV for 10 years, but you're asking us for money. And
then he's like, I invested $100,000 in my own money. And then I saw his co-founder and I was like, wait a minute, whose money is it?
But
I mean, I guess if he crowdfunds, it's his money, but maybe not.
But maybe not. But then everyone showed up and I thought everyone looked so nice. I loved all their outfits. Gabby, I loved hers.
Gabby,
the little two-set, the pink. Ciara showed up in the yellow gown. Paige had a white mini. Bailee looked nice. They all look cute. When they were doing their interviews and they were like,
this is nice. And then they started
happy for Carl. Like, I support Carl. And then it goes to Jesse and he's like, I would say any brick and mortar is a high risk thing, especially when the highest profit margin is usually due to alcohol. And I was like, okay, kind of negative, but like realistic. All right. And then it cuts to West and he's just like, I don't really understand the concept or the vision, like where he wants to go with this, but I support him. I'm like, and then it cuts to Paige. And everyone's saying, oh, Carl's gonna fail. Yeah, but you know what? At least he's having fun. And that's great.
They're not buying it. They're not sold.
They are cooking Carl this episode. It's like,
man,
he's like the little kid that learned how to hula hoop. And he's like, look, Mom, I know how to hula hoop. And they're like, great, that's amazing.
Good job, Johnny.
And then it's just like, they're like, this ain't going nowhere. And I'm like, look, it might not. I don't know. Who's to say? I don't know enough about anything to really give in. But like,
it sucks that he's launching and basically nobody supports it. Or they support it, but they're not
they don't
getting
believe in it.
They don't think it's going to be successful.
I don't think they'll invest.
Is he looking for them too?
Maybe. He mentioned on the after show, he's like, I don't think Lindsay's going to invest, but maybe she'll come to the place. And I'm like, why would you even say that? Why would anyone invest? I mean, I don't know. So,
does the market call for a bar like this?
I mean,
do people want, because I could go to a bar and not get an alcoholic drink. I get the not wanting the temptation around you.
Yeah.
But do people need it in New York?
That I don't know. You know, it's a safe place. You know, he mentions, people who are looking to redirect their life, people who are sober, pregnant. Like, so I think it's something.
Yeah.
I would just argue the main thing is it seems like he's spending a lot of money on something that's going to be hard to be profitable.
$100,000.
So maybe there's just a better, not saying the concept's bad, but like the way he's doing it might not be the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
They mentioned on the after show too how, when he was in Europe, the menu said soft and he thought it was so cool. He also went on this spiel about how they trademarked the name, because apparently it was supposed to be Present Soft Bar. And they were like, that's an awful name. So he was just like, soft bar. And then, I kid you not, this story went on for like a few minutes. He was just like, so I was on the phone. It was this day. And then I was on the phone and we were going over the name and we were going to do the trademark on the phone. And then so we said soft bar and they were just like, okay, well, maybe. And then it was just like, there's no chance that that's like available right now, soft bar. Like, are we going to look it up in the database? So we're on the phone and we're looking up on the database to see if we could get a trademark. And it's crazy too, because it's just like, we got the space, we have all this. And it's just like, this is how we got the name. And it was just like, not Present Soft Bar, because that's an awful name. We're going to do soft bar. And so we're on the phone and then he looks it up. And that day in 2021, someone had registered it and it expired that day. So we were able to get the trademark on the phone for a soft bar.
This story could have been an email. Just say the day that we were applying for our trademark, it just so happened that another one was expiring, so we got the name.
Carl loves to do these things where he really he likes to talk up something that's like he likes to romanticize or make something more grand. He did that the season before in the after show. He was wearing this shirt. And it was a shirt. It was like a polo. And he was like, the funny thing, the story behind this polo is season 1 of the show, I had actually packed it and I never wore it, but I always had it. So then when I looked at it and I didn't wear it, I had it packed, but I didn't wear it, but I always had this shirt since season 1 and we're now in season 8. And so I was looking through my stuff and I saw it and I was just like, I'm going to wear this now.
Oh my gosh, he likes the sound of his voice. Damn.
It wasn't even that crazy of a shirt. I can't even recall what it was.
And
but it was like, the
problem with these stories is they're underwhelming.
That part. And I'm like, I get it. You want like a grand story for how it all started in the name. But I'm just like, I don't know. But
poor job. Poor job. And in Creole that means like poor baby. Like, oh, he really wants it. I mean, look, I love to see someone passionate about something. It's just kind of annoying when people are like, look at this concept and it already exists and you're just trying to like recreate a concept that's already out there. If you were the first person to have like a series of non-alcoholic drinks, that would be one thing, but you're not. You're just putting them all in one place for people to gather for that thing only. Yeah. So it's kind of annoying when wealthy white people like to like make stuff that's already out there and then try to like rebrand it as new. Yeah. And then that's why last week I was like, this is shameful. Like, and then I bet he didn't do any market research. Like, maybe he has, but it's just like, this is interesting. And if the cast is like, and we're like, I don't know if you're going to get your $100,000 back.
As Lindsay said in this episode and the after show, he's having an expensive event for a business that's not open in a location that it will not be at.
Why did he do it in Jersey?
I do not know. That part threw me off. I was like,
it stressed me out thinking about how they had to go to the Hamptons and then Jersey and then back and then Jersey. I was like, oh,
it was a travel,
a
journey. But the event itself had a lot happening.
Yeah.
Imrul reveals to Bailee that he got his toe sucked, Jesse. And Bailee's instantly like, really? Like, I'm sure Lexi's not going to be happy about that.
Imrul, what the fuck, man?
I know, that was kind of random how he said it. A producer definitely was like, you need to tell someone.
I was literally about to say, somebody told you to do this.
Yeah.
Like, go find it. Actually, go ask Lexi. We haven't heard from her in a little bit.
Yeah.
Go tell her. Go tell
Bailee. Go tell her.
Bailee,
we have
Lexi.
And she'll tell Lexi eventually because she's her friend. So this will work.
Oh, yeah, they are supposed to be friends.
It was just so random.
It was very random.
And then while that's happening, I think Gabby and Paige are talking to Jesse. And they're like questioning him on like, are you and Lexi exclusive? And he's like, yeah, actually we are now. So it's crazy.
And they're like, oh, because like last week, you were flirting with Ciara a lot. And
We're
he was
friends.
like, yeah, in a friendly way. And they're like, but if Lexi was there, like, would you have done it like that? He was like, it was purely jokes. You grind on your friends as a joke, and you flirt with your friends as a joke, and you tell your friends you're horny as a joke. All jokes.
And he even tries to say it's like, that's just us. And they're like, no, it seemed like a lot more. And he's like, why? Is she saying something? They're like, no, like we saw it.
Yeah.
Like we have eyes and brains.
We were there. We experienced it secondhandedly. Like we kind of felt like third wheels in the room with you guys.
It was kind of awkward. So he instantly texts Lexi to let her know people are saying this.
Yeah, which is smart.
It is.
Yeah, okay. He now notices, like, I should probably tell her.
Yeah.
So he does.
He does, and she's like at a photo shoot, and like we kind of see a little of that. Like she's talking about how like her mom and sister work for her and they manage her.
Yeah, her photos were so pretty.
They were.
I was like, damn, girl.
She can model.
And you're insecure about what? Oh my gosh, you're stunning. She's so beautiful.
She is.
All her like her talking about working in Paris and stuff. I was like, go off, queen.
Right, and it must be nice to work with your family. And she's like, it's been my most successful year. And I'm like, you know what, go off.
Yeah, I get what she was saying. Like, you don't need big teams anymore. Like, I feel like with social media and stuff, like you can get, you don't need like 100 agents to get you bookings anymore. Like,
yeah.
And it seems like her family's super supportive of her.
They are, which is nice. But she even tells us, she's like, I always saw Ciara and Jesse as like brother sister. I've never seen them flirt, so it's just weird that it's happening not around me.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's clocking it.
She is. She's not being like, oh well, he's just joking,
Mm-hmm.
And then Gabby and the Carl's girl, what's her name? Lil gets introduced to Gabby and who else?
Someone else. I forget.
Imrul there? Maybe Bailee and Imrul.
Someone.
People were around.
Yeah.
And they're like, so when did you guys meet? And she's like, well, I saw him and he met my parents and then I slid into his DMs. And they're like, when? And she's like, about a year ago. And they're like, interesting.
Gabby was so funny in this because Lil's just talking and Gabby's just like
listening.
And then she's like, and then we talked last year and she's like, during the summer. And Lil was so thrown off because Gabby was in a part of the conversation at all. She's like, huh? And she's like, when you talk, and she's like, oh yeah. And so basically it seems as though he met the parents at a soccer game, which we know was during the summer because it was a point like Lindsay was supposed to be there or something. Like that was one of the fights they got in. And then I guess
they didn't go together or something.
Yeah, they didn't go.
Oh.
And then I guess Lil then slid into his DMs. Lil posted some receipt that she actually slid in October, which would have been after they broke up.
Okay.
But
she said
she didn't make it seem that way.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I'm of this mind. I'm like, just because they messaged doesn't mean anything was said that was bad.
Right.
So I'm a little like, let's see the DMs and then we can actually decide. But it was an interesting tidbit. And I like that Gabby was on the beat with this.
She was like, one thing I'm gonna do is stand 10 toes down for my friend. I wonder if this must have already been a discussion.
I think so.
Because Gabby was like listening very intently to what she had to say.
Yeah, because I think Gabby had learned when they kind of met, or when he met the parents at the party before. So she probably told Lindsay, and then she got the confirmation kind of more solidified here.
While I believe that DMing can become inappropriate, we don't know the context of the DM.
We do not.
Saying I slid into his DMs sounds like you were maybe you were flirting, or you were trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's implied. So she didn't really help herself there. But again, we don't know what these messages were. We don't know what he said. We don't know what she said. And it's now a year later that we see them together, and they're not exclusive.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that this is a rekindling of sorts, or like maybe them exploring something further when they just met before and became friends.
Right. There's
acquaintances even.
Yeah, there's nothing too salacious, really.
No.
And then I mean, she seems harmless. They don't even have much chemistry. Like, it's really nothing.
I was like, I don't know if we're gonna see her for much longer.
No, her in her homemade outfit. She said it. She was like, I made this. And
her
I was
clothes?
Like, we know.
I was multitasking.
It wasn't good.
I really only saw Gabby's outfit. Clocked it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That was me. That's the sound of me typing.
I like this outfit.
Anyway.
But then I think the only other thing was Jesse was talking to Ciara and Bailee. And this is when Bailey's like, I heard you got your toe sucked.
And he's like, I mean...
It was a joke.
It was funny. It was like a joke.
And Ciara's like, that's kind of weird.
Does Lexi know that?
You're already fucking up, Jesse. And Jesse's over here. He's like, I thought I did good all weekend, and then I'm being told I flirted with you. I'm being told I got my toe sucked. And I'm like, these are all things you did. So like...
Not you're being told.
Right. He's so stupid.
He's so aloof. I don't like men like this.
No.
Okay, you could be flirtatious, whatever. Just don't get in a relationship with me. Like, I can't trust you to just have conversations and hang out with people casually without flirting with them and telling them you're horny and finding your toe in someone's mouth. Like,
right.
The easiest things to not do. I don't like the whole, like, I didn't know. Like, you're grown. You've got to know.
Yeah.
You have to know that, like, this isn't...
You're, like, 32. Like,
how do you not know, man, that those things were weird? And maybe they are. That is how it comes across to him. But like, if it is, that's really concerning. Like, your self-awareness. Yeah. You have no social cues. Like, right. Your not even emotional intelligence, just like social intelligence is awareness of situations that could be suspect. You have no clue.
Yeah, has no idea about how he's being perceived or anything like that, or how things may look. But then I think the final event's the kickball, and a lot goes down at the kickball.
Yeah, West is like, last year we started playing kickball, and kickball was a lot of fun. And me and Ciara used to really bond over kickball. And so, like, you know, the things that I'm doing in the house are not really working. So I'm hoping that we can, like, bond over kickball again and maybe start over, because, you know, she said to Jessie last week that she's like, you know, doesn't want to be my friend, but maybe this will help us be friends. I'm just like, you're dumb.
I cannot. I'm like, why don't you just
talk to her?
Have a conversation, you know? Like, have anything. And then also, it's like, she doesn't come to this kickball, which good. I found out on the after show, apparently she went to every kickball thing the last time. Like, she signed up for the league, and the girls were just like, yeah, it's because she liked him and stuff like that. Yeah. And it's like, why would she then want to do something she did with you when she liked you and when y'all were kind of together? Just have a conversation.
You're not even aware that she might not want to do this anymore. Oh my gosh, these guys are so stupid. But just the West, like, all of the things that he says about Ciara have not been confirmed by Ciara.
No.
Like, oh, she feels this way, and I thought the things I was doing in the house were working. What are you do? So you're just like sending subliminal messages and hoping that she catches it? Like, talk to her and say, hey, I actually miss our friendship. Can we resolve it? Can we get back there? And then she could tell you no, and you could move on.
She could say no, or even maybe you saying that, she could be more perceptive because she sees like, oh, he's actually trying to fix it. Like, that's good. Like, that's nice. And like, maybe we can slowly work towards it.
Right.
But he doesn't. He's so conflict avoidant. I will say, though, he does take good behind the scenes videos that he posts on TikTok that I do appreciate. He did one where everyone was doing like the marks on their face with the black eyeliner. That's cute. And I'm like, that was nice. So I'm like, Wes, you're good for things like that. But as far as like depth, no.
Yeah, I just wish he would just talk to the girl instead of assuming things.
That part. Lindsay and Gabby debrief, and Lindsay's activated. She's like, I put the timeline together. And before we broke up, I saw he had a DM open with a phone number.
Oh, gosh.
And then he slid it away really quickly. So you've been doing this whole fucking facade where you're acting like, oh, I haven't talked or kissed anyone since we broken up. But meanwhile, you were talking to this girl while we were still together. So you know what? I'm adding cheater to your resume. And da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, you are very upset. And now look. I'll get this because some people are just like, oh, this means Lindsay isn't over it. I don't think it's necessarily that she's not over him. I think she's over him. I think her frustration is his wanting to be perceived as like this helpless victim, just like, oh, I'm having trouble moving on and Lindsay's evil and all this. And maybe because she's already moved on and pregnant and all this, and how that may look to him or to others, or who knows. So it's just frustrating for her when he was the one who ended it in the first place. So I can get all that. I just think getting activated like this, it's a bit much considering how much time has passed and the fact that you are with somebody else and pregnant. It's kind of just like, well, we're moved on.
Yeah.
I get maybe calling him out.
Yeah.
Sure. But it's just like, it's a bit much.
And she's jumping to conclusions.
That part.
Again, we don't know what the DM said. We don't know what he said. We don't know what she said. I think he was telling the truth when he said he hasn't slept with anyone and he has had, like, those things are true. And then she said he wants to be a victim and he was going on this victim tour. And I was like, from what I've heard, she was going on a victim tour. Am I wrong?
After the breakup.
She was trying to have an Ariana moment and went on her own victim tour and wanted people to feel bad for her for being blindsided.
Yeah.
But she's upset that he did like, I get the person who they tell you, oh, don't worry about them, and then they end up dating or something. I get that. That's not this.
Yeah, it's not. It really is just the jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
Before that though, look, she did make me laugh when she was talking about his event she's like, I can't celebrate something that's not even open yet, and it's not even where it's at, and it's another expensive event. And Gabby's like, it did have good food. It had like ceviche, burrata, and she's like, great, all things I can't eat. And I'm like, this is kind of funny.
And then when he mentioned pregnant woman, and she's like, he did.
No, he didn't.
That's rich. Pregnant. You mean me? You wanted me to go? Damn, Lindsay, you can't have nothing. It's like you just don't want your ex to be happy. It's kind of giving that, like,
it is.
You're like, you just want him to rot in hell and be miserable, but don't act like a victim. Be miserable because of your choices.
Be
for
miserable
not choosing
in
me.
silence.
But don't come over here trying to change the storyline. Who is this girl who makes her own clothes?
Lil.
Who is she? And who are her parents? And why'd you meet them already? Like, oh God, yeah. She went from 0 to 100. I'm like, you're really mad. Yes. Like you're really mad.
That being said, keep it up.
You like it?
I'm interested. It's
I don't like
entertaining.
Her at all. It's entertaining.
Better than her just being like saging the place. I'm like, okay, at least I'm like,
but it's
this is something.
Yeah, it's just It's just annoying. Like, she's trying to make a story and there's no story, because you wanted to start the season and you wanted your story to be, I am independent, I am moving on, here's my ultrasound, make sure you see it in the living room. Like, that was her energy, right?
Yeah.
And nobody really cared. So now she's like, wait, potential infidelity? It is infidelity.
It is.
I did my research. We have come to the conclusion that you're a cheater and a liar and a cheater and a liar.
And it's like, okay,
relax.
We jumped a little.
You want a story so bad, pick your story. Did you move on or are we upset?
Yeah.
She's obnoxious.
She's gonna confront him next week. She wouldn't high five him at the event.
She's like, you saw him, you tried to give me a high five. I was like, yeah, he doesn't know you're mad at him. So
oh my gosh. He thinks you're good because nothing happened.
Because nothing did happen. Unless it didn't. Maybe you're right. Maybe you have some intuition.
We'll see. If it comes out it is, then sure. But until then.
It literally looks like he just met the girl.
Right. They have nothing is like happening.
They have nothing in common. What did he ask her? Do you like flying monkeys?
Do you like lemurs? And she's like, I do.
Go watch them talk and you'll see that this doesn't matter.
No.
You're giving Lil airtime and she might not make it to episode whatever, 15.
She won't. And then they Lexi learns about the toe suck.
Oh yeah.
Because the girls are all there and then Bailee reveals it.
She's like, what? He did what?
And it's just like, yeah, he did. He got his toe sucked. And then she's just shocked because she's like, he never mentioned this. He's been telling me like we're exclusive and all these things. I think she said on the after show that day he said he loved her. Like, this man's crazy.
Oh gosh. I mean, my stomach hurt.
And then they start to play. And her and Lindsay are kind of off to the side. And this is where Lindsay tells her, yeah, and then apparently he was like flirting with Ciara. And he said something like, you know, if you would have met me first instead of West, I would have gone for it last summer. And I'm like,
Lindsay wasn't even there and she got the total recap.
She did. I'm sure
That's
Ciara
wild.
said it. Someone must have said it because her and Ciara are like
said
good
it.
now, so they probably talk.
Ciara's like, girl,
can you believe?
He told me that if I wasn't with West, he would have gone for me.
Wow.
Did I miss my husband? So funny.
No, you didn't. You dodged a bullet, Ciara.
Yes, girl. Look at how he's treating his exclusive
right
exclusive thing, situationship.
So, yes, and Lexi's just like, I was feeling very good with Jesse, and now I just feel icky.
He's been the best boyfriend all week, and now I feel icky. And it always happens like that, right? Like, just when you think, wow, this is like so great, so refreshing, then he shows you who he is. Yeah. And now it's your turn to decide if you're going to keep up with it or move on.
Yeah.
I vote for the latter.
Yes. I mean, I know they're not together to this day, which is good.
Really?
Yes, but I think they like stay together for most of the summer at least, which fine. We'll see the breakdown of it. But the whole time they're playing, I lived for Lexi, just paying him dust. He's like, I can give you some advice. She's like, I'm good.
I can give you some tips.
I'm good. Thanks.
She's just like walking back. Hey, with the biggest smile on his face. Hey, do you need some tips? Hey, and she's just like, no.
Why is she pissed at me? Well, I think she's just mad about like the toe thing, which is kind of weird. Lindsay tells him that.
They try to ease him, like, oh, the toe. Yeah, the toe thing.
But then at the end, he does pull her aside to talk. And she's basically, he thinks she's going to bring up the toe. And he starts to enter just like, well, the toe thing with Imrul. And then she's like, but how do you think I would feel if you're telling someone when I'm not there that you would have dated them had you met them first before your friend? And he was caught off and he was just like, I don't think I said that. And she's like, but that's how it was perceived.
Eat him up. Basically, they replayed the conversation and that's the gist of it.
It's what he said. He was like, Wes called dibs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Ciara was like, why didn't you? And he's like, Wes called dibs. And she's like, oh, so your friend called dibs, so you missed your potential whatever. And I guess he didn't say anything after that.
Yeah,
that's essentially what you said.
It's what you meant. He's like, I think it was just a joke. And she was just like, it's not funny.
Yeah, like, would you like it if I said that to another guy? and you heard about it, would that be okay for me to say? Eat him up, Lexi. Get him together.
No, like Lexi, I was so proud. And my thing, even though it seems like she forgives him, I'm like, look, at least you let him have it. And look, maybe you're trying to give him another chance. Like, fine, whatever. But like, it ends up ending. So good for you. So, but you know, we got to live and learn.
Yeah.
And she was great in this conversation. It cuts to like the girls kind of talking to the guys. And West, of course, is just like, well, Ciara and him are always like that. And Paige is like, yeah, but when Lexi wasn't there, he amped it up. And if she would have done that, he would have been pissed. And it's just like, that's the thing. And they can't say anything back to that because it's the truth.
Wes didn't say anything else after that.
Yeah. And then Lexi's just like, look, I would never put you in this situation because I like you and I respect you. So I would never want to make you feel this way or like put you in a situation where you would look stupid or like I would do something that you wouldn't like.
Because when he did the exclusive conversation, she asked him, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me. It's always the girls who ask to not be embarrassed. Like, maybe, I don't think she's embarrassed, but I think she's embarrassed.
I mean, look.
A toe? Fuck.
The toe and the flirting, it's just too much.
The flirting, I get, but you did what?
And then Jesse's just like, you know what? This is just like a lot of adjusting, but I am sorry.
Yeah, he apologized, but I'm just like,
hey,
a lot of adjusting. Again, you have no self-awareness.
None.
I think he said things were taken out of context. No, my guy, you're the only one with a different context. Anyone looking on would see it like this.
Everyone's perceiving it this way.
Yes.
And then you're meaning this way, and the only one validating you is your punk ass sidekick Wes. But we know his stance on things like this. So like, anyways.
Wes is like, do things have to be explained? No. Should we be on the same page? Absolutely not. It's not necessary. Telling people how you really feel, don't do it.
Don't do it at all. Next.
Like you're literally acting just like him.
No, it's terrible.
And I'm like, see, and so that's why, yes, Ciara did dodge a bullet because these two guys like come from the same foundation. They act the same way, and it's bizarre.
Yeah. And
at least Jesse knows how to say sorry, though.
He does, and he owns it. He apologizes. We'll say that. Clearly, things are gonna go wrong.
I hate apologies. What do? Nothing.
But Lexi's been doing like makeup TikToks where it's like voiceovers, where it's basically about like whatever happened that episode, or like Jesse, like she did one like a voiceover of Maddie from Euphoria, and it was after the whole like 37 minutes like the toe thing, and people were like, oh, this is aimed towards Jesse, like very targeted, and I live for them.
Go off, queen.
But yeah, the next week it seems like she's gonna try to talk to Ciara.
Yeah, she was like, I thought your dynamic was always like brother sister, and Ciara's like, well, and I know it's going to be a nothing burger because she's going to say it is.
I'm like, people are like, wow, Ciara's so rude. And I'm just like, she didn't
even say anything.
She yawned, and it probably wasn't even to that point, y'all. Like, come on.
She took a deep breath
like,
to answer the question.
Right. And then Paige is telling Ciara, I'm the breadwinner. Why doesn't Craig move to me? And I think this is in response because a lot of people expected her to move to South Carolina. So we're going to see. Next episode looks pretty good. So
it does. I'm excited. And then
Same.
Lindsay and Carl will hash it out as well. She's yelling at him over dinner. And it's so funny because I was looking at people in the background and everybody's just like enjoying their meal. Nobody seems like really phased.
No. They're like, this is par for the course.
And I have a feeling that that's going to be a nothing burger too. I don't think Carl is going to stand up and start yelling at her.
No, I think at one point based off the trailer, he's like, I pray for you. And she's like, I don't need your prayers. So I think they might have a little back and forth, but not much. And it's probably just that night.
What kind of back and forth is I pray for you?
Right. It's like, anyways. But anything else?
I think the moral, I'm watching these people, and I can't help but reflect on my own life. Lots of folks avoid conflict like the plague. And I do too. But I've been watching Love on the Spectrum.
Oh.
I haven't been watching it. I've been seeing clips. It makes me want to watch it. And I'm just like, man, these young adults who are like trying to figure out how to date and stuff like that are so direct about their feelings. Like, they don't hold back. They're like, I don't think we're a good match because I like to go outdoors and you don't. But we should be friends. Like, easy.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of everything. And I'm like, I need to take a page out of their books so I don't end up like these people. You know?
No. Yeah, we can't end up like the people in Summer House.
Just gotta say what you mean what you say. Like, I actually don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And not say sorry, because what are we being sorry for?
It's good communication.
Very good. I'm like, Wes needs to communicate. And I'm like, so do I.
Anyways.
Yes.
But with that being said, I think that's it for today's episode.
That's it.
Thank y'all so much for listening.
Thank you.
Make sure you rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts
5
and
of them.
Spotify. 5, not 4, not 3, not 2, not 1. 5.
5.
4 plus 1, that's 5. 3 plus 2, that's 5. 2 plus 2 plus 1, that's 5. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, that's 5. Hey.
Yeah.
Did I get the? I hope
don't
I got
know.
those ones right. We'll hear
You
back
let
in the
us
playback.
know.
But also on Apple Podcasts, you can leave us a review. We love those. We shout those out. Spotify, you can leave a comment on the episodes, which is fun. If you want to see our beautiful faces instead of just listening to our beautiful voices, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Shade of It All Podcast. We post clips on TikTok at the Shade of It All Podcast, Instagram at the Shade of It All Pod, and we'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.